Hi.
Today we're
Hi.
gonna be
Say
today we're
hi.
gonna I
Okay, there we go.
today we're gonna be ranking all of the circles.
All the political ideology and how realistic they are, or I just couldn't find them. Um, yeah. So we got like,
Gaglism?
yeah,
What the heck is gaglism?
I don't know, man. I tried to
Is
look
where
it
you
up earlier, but
where
I
you
couldn't find
gag?
it. I don't know, probably where you like, but yeah. So
All
we've
right.
got impossible,
Capitalism is my
nearly,
favorite one. You should put it.
impossible. So we've got impossible, nearly impossible, possible question mark, possible, very realistic, could appear soon, and is happening. Oh yeah, so capitalism. What do you think? Do you think capitalism is
Impossible.
happening in this world?
I don't think that could ever work out.
I agree. Communism all the way. Capitalist communism. What do you think about this one? Do you need me to explain it to you?
Aren't they like completely opposite? How are they the same
hmm
thing?
So pretty much, from what I heard, like J-Reg explain, it's pretty much we have a completely anarcho-capitalist utopia. You know, anyone does whatever they want. Uh, completely free markets. You could buy a kid if you wanted. Um, but like at the end of every
Okay,
month,
that's
at the end of every
could
month,
definitely appear. Could
um,
definitely happen.
no, no, but at the end of every month, we just eat like the top five richest dudes, and we don't tell anyone who's rich. So like everyone starts giving away their money to everyone, and then so yeah, we just eat the top five richest dudes, and just like give their body parts to everyone.
What about the sixth richest dude? We leave him alone.
He's all right. He's chill.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah. So
But until those people get eaten, then the sixth richest guy becomes the first richest guy, and then we gotta eat him.
yeah, yeah. The next month, if he
So
stays the sixth richest or first richest.
yeah.
So yeah, capitalist
So you definitely
communism.
don't want to be rich.
This one. Hold on, Oliver. First of all,
I think it's nearly impossible.
I agree. What about capitalism? Are we gonna make this realistic? Like,
Okay, is
is happening?
happening.
Yeah. Let's not be too satirical. Centrism. I couldn't find it. I actually have never found this one. It's happening.
Yeah, that's where like you believe in everything,
Yeah.
right? But you
No,
also don't.
it's more like you believe in everything equally. So you're like, oh, I kind of
That's
think
what
we
I
should have
literally
kind
said.
of free markets, but we should also help the poor a little bit.
That's me, literally.
Shut up.
Actually, no, it's not me.
Yeah. Christian
I hate poor
democracy
people.
is happening. Alright, that's a great look on you.
What?
That's a great look for you, man. I hate poor
What
people.
is?
I hate poor people.
What? I didn't even say that. I never said that.
Okay. Christian theocracy.
I would never say that.
Christian
What's
theocracy.
Christian
It's
theocracy?
pretty much like we have a strong government that enforces Christian beliefs.
Mm,
I'd say it could appear again.
possible.
I think could
I
appear
put that in
again.
possible.
Impossible. Well, no, because the thing is
No,
like
not impossible. The possible.
possible. I'd say it could appear again because it's happened before, and you know there's stuff like the
Oh.
Vatican and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, civic nationalism. Uh, I'm gonna add another one. That's just like don't care, don't know. We're not gonna put civic
Okay.
nationalism in there, and I'm gonna say fairly realistic. Classic liberalism, fairly realistic. Clerical fascism, possible.
Yeah, definitely possible. You're right.
I mean,
I'll be right
clerical
back.
fascism. It's
You
like,
can continue the video, but I'll be right back.
all right. Well, I guess I'm doing this solo. Communist monarchism. Communist monarchy. I don't know. You know, we have like one monarchy, maybe a couple monarchies in the world, and like The only one I really know is like the Brits, the British, those guys, England. They got a little queen there. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. They have a king there. They got a little monarchy, but it's more like it's a constitutional monarchy, so they don't really
Yeah.
do much. Um, so I'd say this one could happen, but it's not very likely. Conservatism is happening. Conservative liberalism. What? What?
Conservative liberalism.
What? Conservative liberalism. So it's like less government, but more nationalistic. What? Uh,
I don't know.
could appear like could rise. Yes,
Yeah.
conservative socialism is happening. Constitutional monarchism is happening. Corporate Buddhism, what? I don't know what that is. I couldn't find it. Council socialism. I feel like that's possible.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, it's kind of just socialism, but like with less, there's more people deciding on what happens. Instead of like a dictatorship with communism. Democratic monarchism. Actually, this is happening, I think. With
Really?
like, yeah, with like the Vatican. I think the Vatican's either. No, they're not a monarchy. They're a Christian democracy. So this one,
Um.
I'd say it's fairly realistic. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Well, actually, now that I think about it, because it's not, because with a democratic monarchy, I don't know if they're gonna have like a constitution restricting what the monarchist can do. So
Probably.
maybe I'd say it's like it's possible, but democratic
Yeah.
socialism. I don't know.
Democratic socialism. So it's
Yeah,
just socialism, but democratic.
yeah,
I'm assuming.
pretty much.
I really use my critical thinking
Yeah, man.
to understand that one.
Heck yeah. Okay, so wait. So distributism, I think it's like communal capitalism or capitalist communism, but like put into practice. So like
Huh.
there's the rich, but like the government kind of takes away some of their wealth and then spreads it. I think. Um, I
That's
think
weird.
yeah.
I guess that's possible, but it would
I'd say
not be
like
very good.
possible question mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Eco-anarchism.
guess so.
Eco-anarchism. I don't. I know people are really starting to get into like ecology nowadays. So, but that's why I'm not gonna put in possible, but I wouldn't say it's very possible.
Yeah,
Maybe it could be possible question mark, because like people kind of started to get more into like less government nowadays. Um,
I
yeah,
hate the government.
yeah, that's like a lot of teenagers.
I think rich people should pay less taxes and poor people should pay more taxes.
So you're pro government?
I think that would be so funny
You know how
if we
taxes
did
work?
that. That would be so funny.
What, you're freaking, where's that one? Authoritarian capitalist?
Or we could just do it as like a prank, like on April Fool's Day.
Yeah, sounds like
It
a
would be
sick
really
prank,
funny.
bro.
It would.
Heck yeah. Alright, eco-fascism. I'd say nearly impossible. Like, maybe a little bit more possible than capitalist communism. I'm gonna put this one like there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like capitalist communism, I feel like that might be impossible, but Baathism. Uh,
What is that one?
it's like it's like some historical left authoritarian guy. So like,
Oh,
I think he's like a little bit. He's kind of more socialist, but a little less communist. So like, kind of right in the middle between
hmm.
those. So like, I'd say I'm not gonna say could appear again soon. Although it has happened in the past, I don't think it'll appear again. So I'll put like possible
Yeah.
question mark. I feel like I should put that one down except for this one. Um, narco nihilism. I feel like, eh,
What even?
kinda.
What even is? Isn't that like
It's like you believe
the
in
one that doesn't
nothing.
make sense?
Yeah, you believe in nothing, but also anarchy. But actually, not anarchy because you're a nihilist, but also you do because you're a narco nihilist.
So
So
I don't
what?
think that would be realistic. I think that's impossible.
I think I'd put that in what?
Yeah.
Like if we, I think it's a perfect one. Narco pacifism. Um, I say fairly realistic. We've got all these people nowadays who just don't want to kill people. Like, what the heck?
So annoying.
Yeah, apoliticism is happening. Eco-socialism. I would, I wouldn't be surprised if that started to happen. Like, I think I'd probably put that like above democratic. No, maybe a little lower. Cause like I know socialism is kind of on the rise, and same for uh, you know, caring about the environment. So I wouldn't be surprised if this happened. Anti-radicalism.
What is that?
It's pretty much just like
Hey,
everyone who like has strong political beliefs. You don't like that. Like centrist.
oh,
Everyone should be a centrist. That's pretty much.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, it's probably possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Egoism.
Maybe possible question mark. What's egoism?
Um. So how I like to describe it is a psychopath's world where it's so first of all, it's the
Oh yeah,
embodiment of individuality. So you only focus on you
yeah,
and no one else. Anyone could betray you. Who knows?
yeah.
It's
That's probably not
yeah,
possible.
yeah. Yeah. Environmentalism. That's probably happening. I wouldn't be too surprised. Um, esoteric fascism. Um,
Ooh.
I'm confident in nearly impossible because esoteric fascism is pretty much fascism, but with like spirituality. So like the white spirit is superior to like the black spirit or something. Like
Oh.
yeah, like a good example of this would be like Julius Evola. If you look him up, he was he like oh god he like thought the Nazis were too progressive.
I feel
So
like that would be more towards impossible, but like also,
yeah, I mean, I feel like it'd be nearly impossible because there's still a chance. There's still pretty bad places that believe in
uh-huh.
more fascist stuff. Fascism. It could appear again. I think I'm actually gonna move like this rank up because more like could appear again, not like could appear again soon. I'll put this one like right
Mm-hmm.
in between those two. But yeah, it could appear again. I wouldn't be too surprised. Like fascism. Feminism is happening. People
Yeah.
people support women.
Feudalism.
Feudalism, nearly impossible. I don't think people are gonna want to bring feudalism back. Yeah, feudalism, right?
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't know. I mean, What is it?
It's like
If
so
you
you have
tell me, I probably won't.
so you have a king, the soldiers, and then the peasants.
Oh,
It's like old, yeah, very old.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah,
that's probably towards impossible.
yeah.
Actually,
I'd
fairly
say
impossible.
nearly impossible because like
Mm-hmm.
you know there could be some country that just goes feudal. And
Yeah.
geolibertarianism. Geolibertarianism. I don't really know what this one entails. All I really know is that like it's pretty more like pretty less government, not very pro government, and kinda economically right. I don't remember the
Okay.
cultural standpoint, but I'd say possible question mark. Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
yeah. Each time I cough, I like deafen everyone in watching. Narco-syndicalism.
Don't worry, we can edit that out.
Yeah, no worries, guys. Narco-syndicalism. So, narco-syndicalism is like anarcho-communism, but like we get there via a workers' revolt. And yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's possible.
yeah. I'd say it's pretty
Possible to
possible.
happen.
I feel like the anarchy part kind of gets rid of some of the possibility, but I'd say
Yeah.
it's fairly possible. Anarcho-transhumanism, fairly
What's
realistic.
that? That
So, so we go for anarchy to get robot arms.
yes
Yes,
is
bro.
happening. I wish it was
Is
happening.
happening. Is happening. Is always happening. No, no,
I wish.
that would be like possible question mark.
Possible question mark. Yeah.
I'm gonna put like feminism up like here. Let me.
I mean,
A plus.
feminism isn't really a political thing.
Yeah, that's true. But like these are now attached to politics, so.
Yeah.
Oopsie. Constitutional monarchism.
Whoops.
Alright, Georgism. Georgism is pretty much landlords don't deserve rights. So I'll
I think
explain that
that's
more.
impossible.
So pretty much they just kind of make like a land tax. So the more land you own, the less profitable your business is. So it like
Oh, that's
discourages
not
the
good.
idea of owning a ton of houses and then selling it to people, which is
Yeah.
pretty good because
I don't think that could appear.
say I'd say could appear again because it's based off a guy. And I feel like it could happen.
Um,
I wouldn't be too surprised because a lot of people are becoming a lot more socialist, and the landlords, they're kind of increasing homelessness a lot. So I wouldn't be too surprised. All right, green
yeah.
conservatism is fairly realistic. Green conservatism is pretty much like. Hold on, so do you know what conservatism is?
Like conservatism, but green, basically, is what this is.
Um, wait, but do you know what
But everyone's
conservatism is?
green.
Hold on.
No.
Okay, so like conservatism is pretty much just like wanting to like preserve culture a ton.
Mm,
And then the green part basically just means that like they want to preserve culture and the environment. So
that's good.
yeah, but like conservatives are usually also pretty big on like family traditions, like you know
Mm-hmm.
the woman stays at home, the man works. Not every conservative, obviously, but
Oh.
stuff like that in general. I wouldn't be
Yeah, I guess
surprised if
that's
I'm like.
fairly.
I should actually probably put a disclaimer and say I wouldn't be too surprised if I'm wrong about like 50% of these, because like I'm still just I'm a young idiot. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. You are.
heck yeah.
I'm not
Anarcho-primitivism.
though.
But yeah, you are. Anarcho-primitivism could appear soon. Sorry, could appear again.
What?
Oh, here. Do you know what anarcho-primitivism is?
Isn't that like primitivism?
It's
Like,
so
wait, what
anarcho-primitivism.
is it?
It's pretty much go back to monkey. We go back to when we
Yeah,
had sticks and stones.
I don't think that could appear.
It's very possible. It's
I
very
think that's
possible.
nearly impossible.
Okay, fine. It's yeah, fine. Green liberalism.
As much as you want it to happen, I don't think so.
Yeah, I love anarcho. It's the best one. Authoritarian capitalism. I feel like you could say China is kind of like this, but
I guess.
at least from what I've heard a lot. Yeah, just got shot. Authoritarian capitalism. Like you could say that China kind of does this, but they claim to be communist, so I guess we'll just roll with that idea. So I'd say
Yeah.
possible. Here, you want? I'm gonna make another row, at or below, and call it very unlikely. Yeah,
Okay.
because that makes sense to my head. Yeah, very unlikely. I have on collectivism, green libertarianism. Hold on, okay. We should probably talk about highline collectivism a little bit more.
Ooh,
So you remember
I
this
think
one,
that's
right?
probably very unlikely.
I think it might be impossible.
In the future, we can
You know,
do that.
in the future, we all upload our consciousness to the computer and we all hear all of our thoughts constantly. That sounds pretty possible.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. We could invent that in the future.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna form like a whole idea that the whole world's gonna go
No,
to this one computer. So, you know.
but it's not impossible.
Well, yeah, none of
Well,
these are
yeah,
impossible,
just
but they're just incredibly, incredibly unlikely. Nothing's possible if you believe. So yeah. Anyways, next thing. Green
green
libertarianism.
liberation and Nizigism.
No. No. While they do want liberation, they also want money. So yeah, green libertarianism is pretty much
Ew, money.
yeah.
Except I also like capitalism, but I also hate money.
I'm a communal capitalist, man. I want to freeze the markets, but also to eat the rich. Hell yeah. Like the whole so
Yeah.
green libertarianism is pretty much libertarianism, but with like more focus on ecology and keeping the trees.
Okay.
So I'd probably say like possible. Yeah. Hobbyianism. Let's put that in very luckily. So Hobbyianism is pretty
Like,
much it's anarcho-capitalism, but very racist. So
okay.
yeah, very unlikely. Hoxhaism.
Yeah, I guess.
Hoxhaism. I think it's like communism, but like it's like Marxist Leninism. And I think it's like Marxist Leninism, but keeping it alive. I think. So I'd say very
Keeping it
unlikely.
alive. I can
Yeah,
respect that.
gotta keep the ideas of Marx and Lenin.
Dude, there's so many of these.
So there's not too many. Identitarianism. This one, uh, I think it's just racist. I think it might just be racist. Let's put that nearly impossible. Cause I think it's just like really strong government and pretty racist. So yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the best.
yeah. Ingsoc impossible. Ingsoc is like it's the government from the book 1984, which the government in that book was pretty much it monitored. So no, it didn't just monitor. It controlled everyone's life down to like the second. Like it controlled
Mm.
everyone's job, whatever they did. It's a pretty good book too. So yeah, I don't think that's very possible
Yeah,
nowadays.
that's
I
nearly
don't.
impossible.
Yeah, integralism.
You're right.
Uh,
I'll be right back. I gotta go again. I'm sorry.
all right. Here, I'm gonna make another row. And just call it. Don't know. Don't know. Islamism. Islamism is pretty much just like. It's from what I think. It's like Christian theocracy, but applied to Islamic culture. Or is it a religion? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. The could appear again. I don't know if it ever appeared, but I'd assume it is, cause yeah. I'd say yeah. I put it a little bit less than Christian theocracy because I feel like Christianity is like a lot more well known than Islamism. Well, Islamic culture is very well known. Christianity is a little bit higher. Yeah, I feel like I'm like the edge of hate. Anyways, animal welfareism. Um, very unlikely. This one I don't really know what it is, but from what I assume, it's kind of like animals. We don't eat meat. Vegan stuff. I'll put it there. I'm not entirely sure what it is though. Like not really. Jewish Nazism. Okay, I'm gonna explain that a little bit. I feel like I should explain that for a little bit. Um, Jewish Nazism is pretty much when like little friggin' why am I worried about getting demonetized? I'm a kid. I don't need money. But so Jewish Nazism is pretty much uh when like Hitler was like advocating for his stuff. Some Jewish people were like thought it was kind of like a joke, just trying to rile up the people. So they're just kind of go in the streets and chant like, "Yeah, down with us." Um, so yeah, I don't think that's very possible. See, I'll put that there. Yeah, Juche. Oops, that's just like that's just North Korea. That's the ideology of North Korea. Kahanism. Oh, Kahanism. That is like thinking like so the Jewish peace. I just said the Jewish pizza. The Jewish people should be like the only people on in Israel, and we should completely get rid of the Arabs. Hopefully, it's not racist. Arabs from Israel. So possible question mark? Because I feel like it kind of applies to today. While Israel, I don't think Israel is too like focused on nowadays. People don't really think about it. We're more thinking of like climate change and the end of the world, uh, or just nihilism. What else? I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say now. I know it's liberal conservatism, liberalism, libertarian market social. What the libertarian market socialism? So is that just like mutualism, but like not so anarchistic? Maybe more like we could have some form of government. I'm assuming that's what it is. By the way, so um, mutualism is pretty much like we should be getting paid in like different ways of money. So like instead of being paid in
To
money,
the
you'd be
stairs.
getting paid in like labor tokens. So and you'd be getting paid in how much labor you're doing. Um, so this one, so it's a little bit less, so it's um, less anti-government. I'd say it's a bit more possible than mutualism. Um, but still, I don't expect it anytime soon. Libertarian socialism. I expect. I can see this happening. Probably a little bit more than narco-syndicalism. I'm gonna put that like back there. My exit a little ahead of that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, libertarianism is just less government and freer markets. That people do believe in that. So I'd say could appear sooner. I wouldn't be too surprised that like blew up, became pretty popular, considering the
Mm-hmm.
social, the most popular political ideology is neoliberalism, which is like uh lesser, I guess not lesser, but like uh not so corporatism, which corporatism is pretty much. I'll just explain neoliberalism better. Neoliberalism is we support bigger businesses instead of smaller businesses. So yeah, I forgot how that connected to this at all. Anyways, longism. Could appear
Along
again.
with my favorite.
Yeah, I'd say possible. You know, like I think his name was like Louis Long Dong Wong. He was like a
Yeah,
pretty,
probably.
yeah, he was a pretty alright guy. You know, he didn't do too much. He was just kind of like nice to people.
Yeah.
You know, gave books to kids. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I wouldn't be too surprised. Luxembourgism, Maoism. Um, I'd say nearly impossible. Cause Mao, he was communist first of all. Um, so he had like the power of Stalin, but like times two. And like I think the people who were like under him, viewed him as like a god. So I don't think that's very possible nowadays. Market socialism.
Yeah.
Yeah, market socialism. Dunno. Actually, no. I think market socialism could appear. I think it's like socialism with kind of free market, with freer markets, and not so socialist. So, I'm not sure. Marxist Leninism, or communism. Um, what do you think? What do you
Yeah,
think
very
about it?
unlikely. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe possible. I don't think so.
possible. I don't. Yeah, I'd say it was very unlikely. Because I mean, the USSR believed in this, but like, they're also gone. Um,
Yeah.
so, mercantilism. This is pretty much just protectionism, which is we should protect like international trading with companies, and it's like by taxing it, just kind of like restricted, I think.
Mm,
So I'd say could appear soon. I wouldn't be surprised. Minarchism. Okay, so first of all, a minarchy is pretty much where you have just the absolute like bare bones of a government. Like, yeah, they pretty much do almost nothing. Like maybe they'll provide like a police force that only holds like maybe like one or two laws. Um, so yeah, minarchism is also very economically right. So almost no government and very free markets. So this one, I say very unlikely. Um, Maybe a little bit above all of these, right next to Hoppianism, because I feel like with the failure of the USSR, people, and also like all the propaganda from America, uh, Marxist Leninism and Hoxaism have kind of become like, you know, viewed with like tons of genocides. So, yeah. Monarchism. Um, what do you think about monarchism, Oliver? Oliver?
yeah.
What do you think about monarchism? How possible do you think that could be to return?
Um, I don't know.
I'd say probably like between nearly impossible to very unlikely.
Probably unlikely, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like
I'd
I could
say.
also go impossible.
I wouldn't say impossible because, like, I mean,
No,
monarchy.
possible question mark.
Well, eh.
The yellow one. I think it might could go in there.
I don't think so because I feel like monarchism is very disfavorable, giving like a ton of power to like one royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's like fairly unlikely. I'll put it between minarchism and Hoxaism, so it's very unlikely, but maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mutualism. I explained this earlier, but I'll explain it again for you, Oliver. So mutualism is pretty much it's an anarchy, but instead of having money, you have something like labor tokens, and that's like you get paid in how much labor you do. So
Yeah.
it's
I mean, it's a little bit like
possible.
yeah, I think that's possible.
Yes, either possible or unlikely. Like, because
I don't
by the
know.
way, I'd say pretty like kind of like no, just possible. Question mark. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. National anarchism. Ooh,
Ooh.
really possible. I'll put it like up here. But so national anarchism is pretty like racist anarchy.
Um.
That's pretty much what nationalism is. Just racist, racist. So yeah. Ooh, National Bolshevism. This one's fun. So National Bolshevism. I'm immediately scrolling up because I know it's nearly impossible. So National Bolshevism is pretty much communism and Nazism. So we're really racist.
So
So like
not very good.
yeah, so like We create a communist utopia, but only if they're white. So I'd say fairly
Yeah,
impossible.
not very possible.
Let's put it right next to Jewish Nazism. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're similar.
Yeah, maybe a little above. Maybe a little above. Just barely. Alright, national conservatism. I think this is just like pretty like it's conservative. Probably a little more traditionalist, but also very nationalistic. So I'd say possible question
Yeah.
mark. Actually, I want to put this one farther down. Put this one like farther up. Yeah. So nationalism, Nazism. Um, I'm skipping nationalism. So Nazism. What do you think about it?
Well, I wonder what Nazism means.
Yeah, I wonder.
I guess you.
Maybe I should put my cursor here
Yeah.
so you can't really see it. I'd say nearly impossible to
Impossible.
impossible.
Nearly impossible.
Yeah, we'll put it like right in between these two. They all kind of fit together.
All
Oh,
the
it's so
racists go
nice.
together.
Yeah. Then we gotta move these two down then.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we got a whole lot of racists. Hell yeah. Hold on.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna communicate capitalist back in there. Hell yeah, we got racism. Yay. Alright, neoconservatism. Could have been some. Cause like so basically, Oliver, do you know what neo means? And that applies to like politics.
Kind of. Not really.
It's pretty much it's like new. So like
Yeah.
neoconservatism, like
That's
new
all.
conservatism. Yeah. I'd say could
Okay.
appear soon because like conservatism, but it's also new.
Hmm.
So, duh.
So it's
Neoliberalism.
cool.
Yeah. Neoliberalism that is happening. It's
It does have
the
the cool sunglasses.
yeah. I mean, it's also like the world. So it
Whoa.
is happening. It's like the most popular political ideology. Most countries use it. And it's pretty much just like focus on the bigger businesses instead of smaller businesses, and it's very centrist. And then, all right,
Yeah.
neo-reactionarism. Fairly real. I think neo-reactionarism is pretty much just like globalism, maybe. So it's like you interfere in conflicts that are happening around the world very often. I think one nation. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Paleo-libertarianism. So paleo-libertarianism is libertarianism. So it's more anarchist, a little bit more anarchist and more right. But the paleo part makes it more very nationalistic. So like, paleo-libertarian would be like, uh, it's kind of like it's very isolationist. So if a country's in need of help, they wouldn't help it, and they wouldn't go other places. It's isolation at peak.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably
Pretty
possible.
possible. I'll put it like maybe below green libertarianism. Hold on, wait. Where's
Yeah.
libertarianism? I want to put those all together because I feel like those would make sense. They all kind of
Yeah.
could appear soon. Actually, I want to keep those like fairly realistic. I feel like that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, paleoconservatism. Okay, it's just paleo-libertarianism, but conservative. So instead of being more anarchistic, it's more authoritarian. So possible? Question mark. I'll put it like above distributism. I'm gonna distribute it like down here. But yeah, I'll put it like there.
One sec. I gotta
Alright,
do something real quick.
alright. Peronism, don't know. Pinochetism. Ooh, Pinochet. That's interesting because Pinochet was like a dictator who was all the way economically right. And I'm pretty sure, I think it was in like, what's it called? Like, Czechia? No. The like long country. Um, hold on, I almost got it. Whatever, it was in some country, and I think America might have put him there. Maybe. Not guaranteeing anything. Who knows? But yeah, I'd say possible question mark. Because who knows what America's gonna do? Pirate politics. Pirate politics. Um, I think that would be pretty unlikely. Radical centrism. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if that happened soon. Cause it's just like centrism, but like radical. It's like what's a good way to describe it? I don't know, barely radical centrism. I think, yeah. Hundutva. I don't know. Ho Chi Minh thought. Okay, that's like Vietnam, I think. So is happening. Yeah. What else I can say about it? Illegalism, break the law. That's possible. I'm sure a lot of people believe. A couple people believe in it. Jacksonianism. Not sure what that is, but it's got the. Oh wait, I think I know. So it's like Democratic. So it's like for America politics. It's like a Democrat. That's also agrarian. So like farmers co-ops. Without that traditionalism of agrarianism. So I'd say fairly realistic. That's what I think it is. I'm not sure though. Don't know what that is. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Post leftism. Very possible. Satirical politics. Yeah. Yeah. That's very often. A lot of people kind of like to make jokes around politics, which makes sense. You gotta be able to lighten up the mood somehow. Negativity isn't a good place to be stuck in. Cause I know, not sure, but I'll say it's like almost feels like Ho Chi Minh thought, but way more authoritarian. Cause it's kind of got like the same look as like authoritarian capitalism. So I'd put like, yeah, pretty much the same possibility. Pan-Africanism, not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Delianism. Not sure. Circulus circle. Not sure. Dang it, not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. But I'm stupid. Dude, actually, no, wait. I think I know what this is. This is probably like Napoleon. Yeah. Yeah, probably. So I'd say could not could appear, not really though, because it's kind of like colonialist thinking. So I don't know. I wouldn't really say so. Anarcho Nazbol. I'll put that like below all these guys, because I feel like an anarcho Nazbol would be way more rare than a normal Nazbol. Yeah. Post-sadism. Um. Oh, where did I put that? Uh-oh. There it is. Impossible. I'm not sure if I put that down there. Was that there? Yeah. That makes sense. Anarcho-post-sadism. Actually, no. Yeah. From most likely in that sector to most unlikely in that sector. So, yeah. Yeah. Post-sadism, it was like, it's pretty much we nuke the world for communism, and we can speak to dolphins, and after we nuke the world for communism, communist aliens will come and like save us because of course because they gotta be communist because otherwise how else would they get that technology? Because no capitalist country's ever gone to the moon. Yeah. Yeah. So not very plausible. Um, I mean, the reason why I'd say it's the reason why it's so high on possible is because like it started in like Russia and then like blew up in North America. So via some guy called like Posadas, I think, and people really believed in it for like a while, and then when he died, it just kind of fizzled out. Transhumanism, possible. I'd say it's very possible. Transhumanism is just like we get robot arms. It's not really a political ideology. It's just like let's get robot arms. Communalism. That is, I'd say nearly impossible. So like communalism is like the embodiment of community in politics. So I'm not really sure what that entails. I might say look it up a little more, do some research on your own time, if you really want to know about it. Because I'm not too sure, but I'd say people value community a lot, so I'd say it's not completely impossible. Yeah. Trotskyism. I said that in accent. Trotskyism. Whatever. Anyway, so Trotskyism is uh, what the? Anyway, so Trotskyism is pretty much Stalinism. No, communism. But instead of having one dictator, we have four dictators. I think. So I'd say it's very unlikely, but it's plausible. Stalinism is pretty much it's pretty much communism, but so in communism usually the state goes away at a certain point. But in Stalinism, we kind of ramp it up like we're gonna get rid of it someday, but we never do. So it's Stalinism. Halach, is that halachic? You pronounce that C like he or tra? I want to put that don't know. Jihadism. I think that's Arabia. Still don't know. Anarcho-communism. I'll put that in like possible question mark above like a lot of these. I think I might put that one, yeah. Yeah. Social Darwinism. Social Darwinism is more like a philosophy than a political ideology. It's pretty much the weak will die, and that's natural. We shouldn't really touch that. I'd say it's possible for people to start believing in it a lot more. But pretty unlikely because people still have empathy. So Pol Potism, I don't really know. I don't really know what this is, but I think it's like some kind of communism. So I'll put it like up here. I think I'm gonna put the animal welfare is like right there. So yeah, we have all the communists together except for Trotskyism and Mao. Mao, yeah. I think I might put this one right next to my good buddy Mao. A little lower though. Socialism, it's growing. I wouldn't be too surprised if it became very just wipe on my desk my knee. Very like dominant. Jesus Christ, what the falling? Very dominant political ideology. Agorism, it's pretty much just like supporting black markets. So I'd say possible question mark. Yeah, anarcho-capitalism. I really don't think this is ever gonna happen. Nah, I'm gonna put that a little like here. Well, maybe more like, yeah, like I gotta move this like down there. Yeah, anarcho-capitalism is pretty much you have no government and completely free markets. So, and when I say free, I mean absolutely free. Like, as long as the other person has consent, then you can do whatever. As long as you have their consent. Corporatism. I like neoliberalism, so I'd say fairly realistic. It's like it's like more focus on. It's like neoliberalism, but we more focus on supporting the bigger companies. I think corporatism might also just be like companies kind of rule. Titoism. Not sure. I'm not sure if he's economically left, like far left, or economically far right. I'm gonna put him in dunno. Christian anarchism, very unlikely. Christianity is popular, but mixing it and anarchy doesn't necessarily make sense. It's kind of like Hoppianism. Because like, Hoppianism, it's an anarchy, but it's also like focused on traditional values and hate different people who look different than you and think differently from you. So it's like, doesn't make sense. It's a little more authoritarian in thought. Classical Marxism, I don't know. I think it's like following what Marx believed. So I'd say that's fairly possible. I'll put like right between those, cause yeah, I'd say it's fairly possible. I don't remember how extreme Marx was in his beliefs, but I feel like he kind of made a lot of sense to some people. Guevarism, Che Guevara. This is just his ideology. Could appear again. Yeah. I'm gonna put that one like up there. But yeah, I'd say possible. I wouldn't be too surprised. Gold solution dinner. I want to mess that one up. I'm not sure what it is. Technocratism. Possible. Cause so technocratism, I think, is either we have robots rule, and they kind of make the laws and stuff, or we have the smartest people rule. I feel like either of those are possible. Accelerationism, very unlikely for people to start believing that. Accelerationism could be left, it could be right. So like left accelerationism would be like advancing capitalism to the point that it brinks and kills itself and dies on its own, or it's like accelerating communism to the point where everyone realizes that it's just crash and burn and everyone goes to anarcho-capitalism. Um, this was just like general, I guess. I guess it's just like, yeah. Progressivism is happening. It's happening. Platformism, don't know. Confederatism. So I'm assuming. I don't think this is an American Confederacy, but it's pretty much a Confederatism is pretty much, um, like, gosh, I know something like American Confederacy. It's not like those guys. I remember it's a way of government. So like I think like either the government has more power over the FBI, or the FBI has more power over the government. Uh, I'm gonna put like possible, or it's either possible or don't know. Progressive conservatism. What? Social nationalism. I'm assuming it's like a less Nazbol. Pretty unlikely. Conservative libertarianism. Fairly realistic. You know, I wouldn't be too surprised. Agrarianism. Um, possible.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anarcho-fascism. So Oliver, how
Uh-huh.
possible do you think anarcho-fascism could be? Cause like,
I think it's very possible. I'm just kidding. I don't know what that is.
so anarcho-fascism is, we have fascism, so everyone does
Hmm.
whatever they want, except we don't have any black people, don't have any people who think differently from us.
Okay. I don't. Subtract my previous statement.
Yeah, that's what I
Very
thought.
unlikely.
Yeah. Actually almost done. Wow.
Wow.
Strasserism. Strasserism, it's like National Bolshevism. Do you remember what that is?
Um, kind of.
Nazi communism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's the
Strasserism.
one.
Yeah. Strasserism is like National Bolshevism, except or Nazbolism. I was gonna say National Bolshevism, but I think Strasserism is like that, but maybe either less economically left or less Nazi. So, what would you say? I feel like very unlikely or
Yeah,
a high, nearly impossible. I'd say like,
very unlikely.
yeah, it's probably say like here. Um, actually, I'm gonna move this down here. Yeah, ultra nationalism, Zionism. So, Zionism is pretty much the is so the Jewish people should control Israel. Pretty much, that's what it
So
is.
true.
Yeah, I'd say it's happening. You know, it's. I think that is the flag of Israel. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
possible. Social libertarianism. Uh, huh? What? This doesn't make sense. So we have social. Okay, so I'm assuming it's like collective, but like with freer markets. I'll put that as like more realistic than libertarianism. Socialism. I'll put that. Yeah, I'll put those all kind of there. Maybe I'll put that one's a little higher. Okay, hold on. Anarcho-pacifism should be like there. I'll put that possible. Okay, so anarchism. Um,
Basic anarchy.
yeah, it's like just it's an umbrella term.
I don't know.
It's pretty much do whatever you want.
Yeah.
do whatever. I'd say that's like,
Definitely like probably impossible, honestly.
yeah, eh.
Nearly impossible.
I mean, if you compare it to all the other stuff that we've had, if we put it impossible, we're putting it like next to, anarcho-primitivism, Maoism. Maybe we put like high, nearly impossible. I feel like that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deal, deal.
So American conservatism, uh, you know, conservatism, but for American, you know, I'd say fairly realistic.
Fairly realistic.
Yeah, very high there. Masculism,
Right next to feminism.
yeah, they're both happening. Narco-monarchism, okay, either I put this in the what, or I put it in impossible. Which do you want?
You
So
don't
here,
don't know what it is?
no, I know what it is. It just doesn't make any sense. So
What is it?
anarcho-monarchism is that we have the strongest form of government and no government at the same time.
What?
Um,
But then what?
yeah, I mean, so how I've heard it explained is like every man is a king over their own household, or it's or we just have like some monarchy coming and killing everyone who just wants to establish any form of government. So I'm gonna put that.
Those both don't seem like they make any sense.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give that in the what. Anarcho-feminism, possible. Same for
Anarchy, but only
queer.
for girls.
Yeah, queer anarchism, also possible. Queer anarchism is pretty much just like we don't.
Alright,
Uh,
that's everything.
yeah,
This is a long list.
yeah, but most are like in deno or possible.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty fun. We should do a lot. We should do another one someday.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. Hope you learned a lot about communism.
Or, well, not just communism, just like all the political ideologies in general. Yeah. Oh, thanks for watching it all the way through. Uh, leave a comment which one you thought was the best, or which one you want to label yourself. I don't know, do whatever in the comments. Be racist. You know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. That would be a great outro for every video. Just see you guys later. Be racist.